Last night, in need of a win, 2.5 games back from the 8th and final playoff spot in the Western Conference, the Los Angeles Lakers go to Atlanta playing a bad, I've already called them hapless, moribund.
Moribund, what is that?
Lowly, unsightly,
ungodly,
unseemly, whatever you want to call it. The Atlanta Hawks are just bad.
How about
and yet they beat the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James and Trae Young. I like my man, little Trae. I don't like him as much as Luka, but I like him. He
You
put
just like
22 and 14 on them. Go ahead and say your little light-skinned
you
joke.
know that because he's yellow like
Light-skinned
Chris.
brothers
That's
balling.
It. That's
nah,
all
when
it
I was
is.
coming up, they used to think we couldn't ball.
Y'all can't ball.
Y'all used to
can't do
think we were a
anything.
little watered down. You know what I mean? Like,
You know
we
that.
ain't watered down.
Yes, y'all are.
We went in dunk contests with Zach LaVine,
Look at that.
Aaron Gordon, Ben Simmons balling, Jason Kidd.
Ben Simmons can't
Trae
even make a
Young.
jump shot. What are you talking about?
I mean,
That's
look at all the
that's
light-skinned brothers
that's the
balling.
representation.
Don't hate Lonzo Ball.
Oh, another one. You claiming
we
him?
rapping.
Are you claiming
I was
Lonzo
one
Ball?
of the first light-skinned rappers.
Is that
Now
right?
Drake's taking it to another level. I mean, come on, man.
Drake is from Canada. He doesn't count. He's
He
Canadian.
does count. He's
Canadian.
count.
He ain't
He's
yellow.
a light-skinned
He's Canadian.
black dude.
Stop.
Don't hate, man. Congratulate. So I'm congratulating you. I know you want to just go off and rip the Lakers, so I'm just going to put it on the tee for you. What is the number one problem with the Lakers right now?
LeBron James. LeBron James is the reason that the Lakers aren't good. I'm telling you. The Lakers aren't good with LeBron James or without him. And when he came back, everybody thought the magical, LeBron's back, everything's going to be fine. And that just hasn't been the case because LeBron's been back for these games that they're losing. And if you watch LeBron last night, Chris Broussard, I don't care about that phony triple-double he had, and that's where those stats sometimes don't tell the whole story.
But it tells a lot. 28, 16, and 11.
Nice.
2 turnovers, 3 steals. I mean, what? Look, he had some problems. Don't get me wrong.
He didn't play defense, a lick of defense, and people are running by him.
Anymore.
He can't guard anybody.
He missed some layups. He had trouble finishing
and
late.
Chris, here's the other part. Here's the other part.
But don't act like he didn't play decently.
Here's the other part. When your main guy's not playing defense, it's hard for you to look and ask the other guys to dig in and pull their sleeves up and play defense. Would you agree with that? When he ain't doing it? I'm not saying he's got to be like he was 24 or something like that. But there's no effort or very little. And the body language I also saw wasn't good. I could be reading into it, but I just didn't get a sense.
You're not the only one. In fact, in Brad Turner's story, there was talk about his poor body language. And you could see it at times.
Am I right?
Yeah. Here's the problem. You're saying he's the number one problem.
No, only because we know what they are without LeBron. Last night was a perfect example. In years gone by, LeBron would eat up a team and get that team put away, right? I'm talking about the Atlanta Hawks. He had to play
so much.
He had to play 43 minutes. He put up all those numbers. That's not good enough. It tells you about the team.
Different?
It's not good enough.
Remember, Rob, his last, you could even say his 4 years in Cleveland, drama-laden. Every single season, there was a crisis. First, it was David Blatt, and then Kevin Love, and then Kyrie. I may be mixing up the order, but and then Ty Lue.
I get it.
And not last year, the earth was crumbling around the Oh my gosh, they're the 4th seed. What is going on? This is par for the course with LeBron James. He is the king, but he's the drama king as well. And to say he's the number one problem, though, remember, and don't interrupt me, you're being a prisoner of the moment.
No.
LeBron has been back for what? 4 games?
No.
Five out of the last 6 he's played.
Right.
And
they're 2 and 3, 2 and 4 in those games.
And he doesn't look, I don't know if he's not 100%. I don't know if his age, whatever, he doesn't look like himself. Now, if he plays the last 25 games like he's played these last 5 or 6, I don't care what the numbers say, then we're going to have to start saying, you know what? Father Time is really beginning to catch it.
It's just that I'm being honest when I look at him.
No, I get it.
I just
Rob,
don't look at the same guy.
Here's the thing, though. And I'm trying to have a rational, conversation with you. Because I get it. The last 5 or 6 games, I get it. But when early in the season, it wasn't that early. It was close to midway through the season, Christmas Day. They're the 4th seed. They're 20-14, 6 games over 500, and they beat the Golden State Warriors. I'm just saying, that's the last time this team was healthy. And so you can't tell me LeBron hasn't had an impact. Now, he missed 17 games. They go 6-12 or 6-11.
They were 6-12.
And you said it.
I said it.
They were blowing it without him. But to put that on him,
no. But now that he's back, is my thing.
It's taking a little while to get the bearings. And I'm with if 3 weeks into the return, when we get back from All-Star break, this is still going on. I still wouldn't say he's the number one problem, but he's going to have to take some blame.
But he's the guy that they needed. Okay, LeBron's coming back. We're gonna right this ship, and LeBron's gonna help us start winning. And they go to Indiana and get blown out. They go to Philadelphia. I'm not saying, Chris, that they were going to win those games, but the effort and the points allowed and the lack of defense, nobody protecting the rim and the lane. I'm just like, what is this? And then here's a game. You won the Celtics game. You lose the Philadelphia game, right? And then you need a bounce-back game. Here it is. The schedule's perfect. It's written for you. Here are the Atlanta Hawks waiting for you. All you need to do is go and put the hammer down early. Let the
so he
Hawks
doesn't have to
know,
play 43 freaking minutes.
That this is, hey, you're not winning. Don't even get the idea. Put the hammer down. Let LeBron rest and play 30 minutes, 32 minutes, 33 minutes, Chris, and not 43 minutes. And put up all those numbers, and it still resulted in an L. That you can't have when you have painted yourself in a corner. And I told you, the margin for error, there are 2 or 3 games that they should win, that if they lose, they will be in trouble come the end of the year.
And
that's the point I was making.
I mean, they got some losses that if they don't make the playoffs or if they're the AC, because nobody wants to be the AC. For them, for their growth, being the 8th seed is better than not making the playoffs.
Well, because they haven't been in the playoffs, those guys, for 5 years.
And these young dudes need to get that experience. Okay?
But if they don't make the playoffs,
they're going to look back at some of these losses. Now, I will say this. They've had some wins. They shouldn't have beat OKC without LeBron.
I get that.
They beat Boston in Boston.
But
they beat Golden State. So there are some where you would look at it and say, okay, does it balance out?
But that Knicks loss at home, it was back-to-back. And Cleveland, 2 home losses, and with or without LeBron at home, you got to win those games. Am I right? I'm sorry.
The young boys, they supposed to be nice.
You know what the Knicks have done? You know what the Knicks have done since they won that game? They lost 17 in a row since they
ain't mad.
Since they beat the Lakers.
And they ain't mad.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, like
they saw DeAndre Jordan and said, "Uh-oh, he can help us win. Let's move him."
But they're trying.
Wesley Matthews
trying to lose. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bad loss.
That's a bad loss.
That's a bad loss.
And Cleveland came into LA, had lost 12 in a row and beat the Lakers at home.